Good morning. By now, the wise men will be following the light of the star, which leads them, of course, to the place where a child is being born. A child who would grow up and become and declare himself the light of the world. I've chosen a meditation from a little book by a priest called Michael Walker, and it's simply called The Star. Lord, there is not enough light in myself to guide me. Reason throws its light on the path in front of me, but sometimes the darkness is stronger than reason. The world is not always reasonable, but dark, irrational, absurd, cruel. I do not know why men suffer, why evil feasts on our human fears and hatreds, why good men perish because they are good. Reason cannot tell me why. When reason's light fails, my heart can take me on a few more steps. I feel truth I cannot understand. I apprehend with my flesh and blood mysteries that my mind cannot explain. Yet my heart can be traitor, fickle in its love, opening its doors to darkness as much as to light. Lord, there is not enough light in myself to guide me. You have set a star in my heavens that I might follow it, Lord. A star whose light pierces up and down and out like the beams of a cross. A star risen never again to plunge into the earth like a dead man. I see its light, Lord, in the word of a preacher, in the faith of a friend, in the eyes of those I love, in a hand stretched up to grasp my compassion, in the courage of those who resist adversity. In the darkness that men have made, and I have made. I see its light, Lord, and I know that I must follow it. It isn't easy, Lord. It couldn't have been easy for them, wise men on a fool's errand, leaving the security and prestige of home, padding across the deserts, tangled in political duplicity, looking for a king without a crown, without a kingdom, without power, without name. Yet they followed, Lord, risking everything. That star in my heavens beckons me, Lord. Give me faith. Give me faith, Lord, lest I choose the worldly wisdom of the uncommitted and caution root my feet in the ground, while that star pursues its journey to be lost forever from my sight. Give me faith, Lord, lest fear keep me from that journey. There is wilderness, Lord, and I don't like thirst and solitude. There are steep paths, aching limbs, bursting lungs. There are heights, risk, exposure. There is a valley, and rod and staff seem so inadequate. Give me faith, Lord, lest I say the light of that star is not enough, and I wait for a larger light, for a sun instead of a star. And waiting for that dawn, I perish in this night. Give me faith, Lord, to follow the light I see and trust that it is always enough for the next step. And so bring me to that place where every light gathers, where he whose kingdom is earth, whose kingly robes are this flesh and blood, whose cause is justice, whose way is peace, whose power is love, whose name is God with us. And I know that the journey was as nothing, the place where this star comes to rest, everything. Thank you. God bless.